Hello, welcome back to Dork Tales, Patreon exclusive Strixhaven Curriculum of Chaos. Starting out on a chaotic note, as always. I am Christa. I'm your dungeon master for this mania. I use she, their, her, them pronouns, and you can mostly find me here on Dork Tales. So let's introduce ourselves, us lovely cast members, to our lovely audience. Kelly, hello.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kelly. I use he and him, and I'm playing Kyle, who also uses he and him. We just ran Dork Tales Expo in the timeline of the channel, so that's pretty dope. Also, did you know our YouTube channel has 699 videos on it?
That's going to be number 700.
Next one's 700. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
This one
about
doesn't
that.
get released on YouTube for.
This is gonna be like
well, I guess this would be 700 because it becomes a video on our channel.
It goes into like your live stream section or whatever. I think.
Yeah, does this count? Is that part of it?
Does it
this
count?
Would be 700.
Are we good? Are we good? Is that,
I think so. Speaking of things you can count on, Robin.
Aw, hello, Christa. That's sweet. Yes, I am Robin. I use she, her pronouns. So does Nelloris, who I am playing, who is our Arlynn Circle of the Spores druid with their lovely, faithful companion, Swell Ducky. Because I've reskinned summon beast or something like that. Anyways, with my lovely mushroom familiar, who I love so dearly. And yes, brain dead from con, and then also having to panic about packing.
Yes. Well, we'll try to take it easy on you tonight and not throw so many advanced classes at you. Speaking of advanced, hi Wei.
Hi. Good to be back. I am Wei. I use he, him pronouns, and Celdrynn as well for now, but apparently sometimes he changes that up. Yeah, super excited to see what happens this game and the shenanigans that'll happen. You know what we haven't done in a while? Wild Magic Surge. We should do that more often. I think
I always forget Wild Magic Surges.
Yes, same here.
We will do more Wild Magic. I know Christine was talking about Wild Magic Surges, and we were discussing like when they happened and stuff. And I was like, oh man, I haven't made Wei roll a Wild Magic Surge in a long time.
I know.
So I may have to do that. Yeah, we'll get on there. I'll get you doing that more often.
Sounds good.
Speaking of being around often, hey Traz.
Oh wait, it's me. Oh, me?
I know. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at the picture. I forgot Brynn was next, but that was such a good transition. I had to go to you.
All right. So hi, I am Traz. I use he/him pronouns, and so does my character Telbron Stevedore, our ASMR Pact of the Genie Warlock.
Heck yeah! And we're happy to have you. And speaking of people we're happy to have, hi Brynn.
Hi.
Cool.
My name's Brynn, and I use they them pronouns, and I'm playing Arlynn, who uses she her pronouns. And that's all of my pronouns.
Woohoo! Beautiful.
Was there another thing I was supposed to say? Man, I'm so bad.
No, that's everything.
We do these intros every game, and you would think I would get better. We even did them for Dork X, did 2 panels in Dork X, had to do intros, was still terrible at it.
In your defense, we kind of change up how the intros happen like every game. So don't feel too bad about it. Cool. Well, last week, 2 weeks ago.
What were you last week? I wasn't here.
I wasn't. Yeah. Well, last week, let me tell you. No, last week we slept. If by we mean me, we slept. But actually, so 2 weeks ago, we did exams, and most people were successful. Nobody failed. Most people were successful. I believe Arlynn was still under house arrest. So we will have to roll for your exams, Brynn, at the beginning. but everyone did okay in their exams. And then you guys did some Mage Tower practice, your first real foray into Mage Tower, and it was a close game. But I believe Celdrynn and Telbron's team, along with the other guy, my brain's working even worse than normal, guys. I apologize. Sugar peas. What's his name? No, not Javnish. The other J. Oh no, it's Xanther. The other J name, Xanther.
Yeah, the J is silent.
Janther.
It's a silent J. It's a silent J at the beginning.
God, I thought it was Silent Bob, but yeah, fair. Some 90s millennial humor for you.
But yes, you guys along with Xanther managed to overcome the team of Nelloris and Kai and Rosie just by like 1 point. You squeaked in there. But your celebration was cut a little short by a slad showing up. A big blue slad, I believe, arrived and kind of messed with y'all. But a couple of good insight checks from Celdrynn and Nelloris caught that not everything was quite right with this large froggy creature. And you kind of discovered through some very ham-fisted telepathy that he might have been forced to come attack you guys. He was sent to come mess y'all up, but you messed him up real good, and so he just wanted to get away after being told to kneel, and then being by Celdrynn, being trapped by Kai. He was just kind of scared, so you took him back to the swamp on the Witherbloom campus, because that's where he said that was home. At least it's where he thought was home. But as it was all kind of locked down after the prior events in the swamps, you guys were debating to go in with him when a couple of professors showed up. With some very quick thinking and quick face changing on Celdrynn's part, you guys figured out that it was likely the dean of Witherbloom, or one of the deans of Witherbloom, that was responsible for bringing the slad to the campus, but it wasn't him that abused and sent the slad after you. The two professors offered to take the slad back into the swamps and find the dean on your behalf, and you guys were sent about your merry way. After that, our party kind of dispersed to their own dealings, as there's some interpersonal tensions still at play. But Celdrynn caught up with Kai, and in something that Telbron has been trying, Telbron who's disappeared, in a way that Telbron has somewhat been attempting to do, Celdrynn was able to wiggle his way into Kai's life a little bit to try and get a little information on Mr. L. From Kai, and is kind of playing a bit of a long game in a much more subtle way than Telbron is doing. And in a very much way of, taking after your parents, of Telbron just kind of intimidating and just trying to force people to do the things that he was wanting, and Celdrynn's way of just sort of manipulating people into maybe giving him the information he needs. Not that we follow after our parents or anything. But was there anything else that I missed that you guys feel like I need to remember?
You remembered way more than I did, because it's been a hell of a week.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's more than I remembered, but good job.
Wasn't there another test at the end, I think?
We might have done that test at the end.
Maybe that's when we did the test at the end.
Yeah.
We did the test at the end, and there was a bunch of cheating.
Yeah.
Yes.
Inspiration for Christa.
Yes, and then we had to discuss some cheating, which did continue after the game, where we made some decisions on the ability to use magical abilities in test environments, which we will use going forward. But yes, so as a quick, if you're going to be running Strixhaven, consider how you want to handle that, because you can handle it that they just don't care, and if you're good enough at using magic to cheat, then you deserve it. Or you can try and put like anti-magic fields or things like that. I don't know. If you're going to run Strixhaven, I leave it up to you. Wonderful. I will also give an incredible shout out to Otheon, who not only makes our beautiful maps for us here on Strixhaven, when I forget to ask him for them, he also shows up and loads it into Roll20 for me. So round of applause for our lovely James. Very good job. Thank you so much. Absolute champion.
You're a hero, James. You're a hero.
You're a hero. Let me just quickly respond to his text message with "You're a hero." You're a hero. Oh, your S hero. That's what I meant. Watch.
Watch spelled
it
good.
is. Yes, watch spell. Very good. Okay, he said it was on a entire. There it is. I found it. Kelly, do you mind loading everyone's tokens into the? I will rename it what it is meant to be named.
Yeah, I got this.
Which is.
I'm gonna move Robin's newest Jaculuier
over there.
Yeah.
Cool. There we go. It's the one that the players should be in now. Is the one that we are going to be going to. Anyway, thank you so much, audience, for your patience with our recap and me trying to warm my brain up and get it moving. So let's start off with Arlynn, who, after the events of the last time we had Brynn with us and the somewhat impromptu party while her parents were out of town, has been somewhat under house arrest and has been being escorted by one of her mothers to classes and to work, but has not been allowed outside of those things. So we should probably do your most recent exams, which is your scrivening and symbology exam for symbol glyphs. That's the correct one, right? Yes, we did glyphs. That's the second one. Yes. Wonderful. So, as you are going to be studying alone, you can ask your mothers to study with you if you would like, but it depends on how you're feeling about them.
I feel like she might not have a choice but to study with her mothers, to be honest.
This is very fair. Yes, they will probably be forcing it. Wonderful. In that case, you are going to make an ability check. And you are welcome to make any what were the studying rules again? Oh my god, brain. If you study with someone and you pass, you get it's if you get a nat 20, you get 2.
Yeah, but they'll get advantage if they study with somebody on the ability check.
That's what it is. Okay, thank you. Sorry guys, my brain is mush. So if you would like to make a skill check, so whatever skill check you feel is appropriate, whether it's history or
I can do history. That works.
Okay. If you would like to make a history check, and you'll make it with advantage because your moms are sort of somewhat forcing you to study.
That's a 14.
Heck yeah. Unfortunately, you need a 16 to get the reroll. So, did you roll with advantage? Yeah, and you got a 14.
I did. I have so +6 on history too. rolled
Oh my
real
goodness.
shit.
Do you did you pass your first exams?
I think I passed all of my exams.
Okay, because what did everyone get from the first exams for their student dice?
I don't know. Nell failed both of hers,
I-
so I did not get any from the first exam in year 2.
Yeah, it was
got
not
an eight.
history. It was not
No,
history.
it wasn't history.
So
It
I'm opening
was.
the
there's-
thing.
I
I'm just
got
trying to see if I
see,
can
I
get
got-
you a student dice.
there's Arcana. I think it might have been Arcana Investigation for that one. The
Yeah,
most
it
recent one, I
was.
think,
It was investigation 'cause I'm a
for
-1 for that.
persuasion.
Right.
Yeah.
What's
Most
your
recent was
arcana?
Investigation
And
Persuasion.
persuasion, which I need desperately, but did not get.
Oh, investigation and persuasion. That was the one. Okay, never mind. Okay. Apologies. Although, if you use, what does your job give you? Your job gives you a student die.
Yeah, I think so.
Which one is it? Got the wrong thing in. Running Strixhaven is a little bit like going to school. Just for those that are considering running it. There's a lot of tracking involved. Okay, you are working for... Oh no, those are extracurriculars, not jobs. Arlynn. In the campus lab.
I
Oh,
think you
you
only
don't get
gain a
any from
student-
jobs
Yeah, and you gain the student
for
dice
extracurriculars.
from the exam.
Well, you get a student dice for extracurriculars. There's like a couple that you would get, but technically you're just in the mage cheer squad, which is perception or persuasion. So unfortunately, those don't get you anything. Well, I tried. You can't say I didn't try.
It's all right. How hard can it be?
You say that. Well, okay. So unfortunately, studying with your mothers just kind of stresses you out and doesn't really help anything, and you're just kind of not happy with them. So it's not the best learning environment. So they will take you to your class, and you will be sat down to write your symbol glyphs exams. The first part of the test is on symbol surfaces, and identifying the most suitable surface to describe a symbol. And if you can make me an intelligence investigation check, which you should have a student die. Oh, this one's investigation persuasion. I don't
It's a
know, man.
complicated exam.
Rules.
I
Track
agree.
your own stuff.
I appreciate you pouring over this for me. Nah, it's good. Let's just roll investigation. How hard can it be? You ready?
Roll investigation.
I
Don't
got.
jinx yourself.
Oh wait, no, it's a 7. I thought it was a crit fail. I got 13. That's probably not enough.
Oh, no, investigation arcana were the first exam. Investigation perception was the second. So if you would like to roll a d4, sorry, what did you get?
13.
Okay, would you like to roll a d4 for your
I mean,
student die
sure.
for having
Yeah.
passed your exams? Because you could pass it with a good d4 roll.
Let's roll a d4. Ooh, it's a 4.
Oh,
D.
thank God. That's a 17, which is a pass. So you feel real good about that one. So the second part of the exam is avoiding symbol effects. So writing up the details of common methods to avoid triggering symbols, plus physical and mental techniques for resisting their effects once they have been triggered. If you can make me a charisma persuasion check.
Oh, that's not as good. Oh shit, 20. Unnatural 20.
Very well done. Fantastic. In that case, you are going to pass that one. So that's going to give you a student die in investigation and a student die in persuasion. So just keep an eye on that and remember that you have those. Fantastic. Okay, you write your exam, you feel real good about it. You go back home and your mom sit you down and they have a good talk. as you have had many good talks over the last couple of weeks of your home imprisonment, and they feel that clearly, having passed your exams, you have paid more attention and you have done better, and you are welcome to go back to living your life.
Thanks,
Beautiful.
Mom.
They
I'm
pat you on
free
the
to
head.
terrorize the campus again. I mean, what?
Suspicious looks. Beautiful. So yes, you are free to continue on with your life. What would you like to do with your new freedom?
She'll probably sending stone Kai, because if she hasn't seen him for the past, week, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Like 2 weeks, probably.
Yeah.
2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that.
She'll be like,
wonderful.
hey, guess
what
what?
do you?
I'm free.
Holy shit, you're still alive?
What you doing? I think she's probably been texting you. Well,
They didn't
We
confiscate
did
your
kind
phone?
of say that. Yeah, no, we did sort of say that she was at least keeping up in the group message.
Oh, okay.
But like your moms are probably like taking your phone at night, and like you're not allowed to keep it in your room, but like during the day, you know, you need it for stuff. So you have been we've sort of played it that you've been responding in group chats at least. So you have probably at least sent a couple of messages, but your moms are looking at your phone regularly, so you're probably
So no
cautious of
nudes.
what you've sent. Correct.
I have Kai's been deliberately sending nudes knowing that.
I just imagine every morning Arlynn's mom's being like, "Here you go."
Like
The
tongs.
messages.
Yeah.
Do it. Is this, what day is this? What have we just done? Have we just done the
Let's say your exams were like, yes, a day or two ago.
just at the gym. You're free? Like you're free?
She'll send back a dirty picture. Can I roll performance?
Yeah, you can.
Please do.
Oh yeah, 6.
A 6.
Is that your armpit?
I was gonna say it's very blurry and you don't know what you're looking at.
Did you just send me
What?
a picture? Is that like fruit? Is that a pear?
What? No, I'll show you in person. Come meet me at your room.
Okay. Do you want me to shower? I got to shower because I'm pretty sweaty.
No, that's okay.
Okay. Cool. Bet. And he'll come back very sweaty because he has been pumping iron.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be
You are
sweaty.
waiting outside the room.
Would Kai's room be unlocked?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He is,
He's
he
that
is a security
Arlynn-
monkey.
Arlynn will probably be inside, without clothes on.
Uzak has climbed out of the pile of your clothes and warbled its way up onto a shelf, and your painted monkey Rupert scurries down and is doing one of these to Uzak, and Uzak is doing this back, and then this back, and then this back.
You mean-
and they're
you mean
having a little
Harvey?
Conversation. Harvey, sorry, not Rupert. Harvey.
I was like, who the fuck's
Yes,
Rupert? Get
Harvey the
Rupert out of my
monkey.
room.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Rupert's his alter ego when he puts on a bowler hat and then those silly glasses with the big nose and the
Oh,
mustache.
obviously that's Rupert. Then. That's fine.
That's Rupert, yes.
That's
That's what he's done. He's put that on, and so he's down there
Oh.
talking to Uzak.
Too soon. So just walk inside. Oh, woo! Woo! Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Woo!
Did you just put your sunglasses on as you walked into your room?
Yeah, because you are dazzling, baby.
All right, this wasn't the part I missed, and she'll like pull him over to the bed.
What?
Beautiful. We will cut away to that. Next, we will jump forward to probably the next day, where you guys are in your scriptoria or scriptology class, scrivening and symbology. Apologies. Course. And it's a regular class. Professor Blackstone is good and obnoxious, as he tends to be. But at the end of class, he will announce anyone who might be wishing to get a little bit of extra credit. I am on the hunt for a book that has been misplaced in the Scriptoria collections. If anyone would like a free pass to go into the secret collections, this is your opportunity, and to get some extra credit. Please see me after class. Dismissed.
And Nell's gonna walk right up to Professor, because boy, does she need extra credit in this class. Woof! She's not done well.
Yeah, he will look up and Miss Sullenclaw, you're interested in the additional extra credit?
Yes, please. I'm sure you've noticed that this class necessarily doesn't mesh with me as well. So I definitely would need all the help I can get. So yeah, of course. What book do you need to find?
Well, it will be applying to our final exam, so this will also give you a bit of a boost, getting a chance to read it ahead of time. But I am specifically looking for Wheel or Woe, an interpretive sketch by director Eric Quenthorne. There was apparently an incident with the books over the summer, and they seem to all be out of order. So if you would like to go and go hunt it down for me, the librarians will be aware of you going.
Okay. That's awesome. Wheel or Woe. All right. Thank you very much, Professor. That was a really interesting class today. I just can't get over how your glyph work is just so fantastic. You have great crowmanship, chalkmanship. You know, you do the glyphs very pretty.
Miss Sullenclaw, flattery will get you everywhere. You're dismissed.
Thank you. Now we'll run off.
Wonderful. Are you going to go to the scriptorium on your own or with your friends?
No, she's gonna go catch up with everyone else and be like, hey guys, do you guys want to go hunt for a book that also might help us on our final exam and also
Lame.
for extra credit? It's for
Hunt
extra
for a
credit.
book?
It, probably like answers to the final exam. You don't want extra
Make the
credit?
last exam a bit easier.
Where are we hunting?
We're hunting. Sorry, it was just like the library, or I forgot where.
So it's in the scriptorium special collections. So I believe it was actually an episode or two ago when Telbron went looking for was looking for specific books on some secret languages, and particularly the Aurics. Was looking for information on them. He was told that they are in the special collections, in which you need a pass to get into, unless you're like a fourth year.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. So now be like, well, it also is the area where all those secret books on languages are that we wanted to help like decipher for, so it might be good to look at those too.
Okay.
You know, solve the mystery. Like, lifting books could be like a gym session. We can make a gym session out of it, Kai. You can just give me books to lift. Pump those papers.
Okay.
Celdrynn, are you in? Arlynn? Telbron?
Never say anything like that again.
Why not?
Yeah, I'll come help. I've actually wanted to go look for the books based on the Auric language anyway. So
Count me in.
Cool. All right. Let's get going.
Wunderbar. So you guys are gonna head to the biblioplex. And you guys can go to the info booth where Drajmir, the Minotaur, is sitting with his tiny little pince nez. And he will look up and say, "Oh, hello, Nelloris. How did the exam go?"
I did really well in the multiple choice. My essay, I flubbed some things up, but better than last time.
It's very good. It can be very hard putting very good facts into essay.
It's
Facts
not my-
better multiple choice.
Yeah, exactly. How are you doing?
I'm doing very, very, very well. This is a lovely job. I get to sit, I get to read, I get to talk to wonderful people. Can I help you all today?
Yeah, we're here to look for a specific book from that Professor Blackstone says he should be aware from.
Oh yes, the pièce for to go look. Yes, yes. He said that one or some of his students would be coming. So, are all of you looking to go down there?
yeah.
Wonderful. Yes, of course. Here is your temporary key. It just worked today, so it won't work if you try again. But yes, of course. Normally, we are much better about keeping books in line, but books got little rowdy last year. Well, over the summer, and we came back and they were all in out of order. So it might be hard to find.
Okay. Well, thank you.
But best of luck.
Thank you. Enjoy your what are you reading right now?
Oh, he's and he kind of blushes a little bit and goes, "Well, it's a it's a Minotaur romance. I read a lot of heavy non-fiction, so you need a bit of a mental break sometimes."
Oh, totally. If you're ever interested in reading like manga, like cartoony kind of styles, you read it back to
Like
friends
with
and stuff.
pictures?
Yeah, like with pictures. I have tons you can borrow and read. I'm just gonna turn this whole school into anime weebs. Sorry, Christa.
All good. Worth it. Yes, perhaps we can exchange.
Yeah.
This one is in Minotaur. You don't read Minotaur, do you?
I don't know.
That's okay. I have some that are translated.
That'd be lovely. Yes, we'll do a book exchange.
Wonderful. That sounds fantastic. Yes, everyone enjoy. Have a good time. And if you happen to be able to arrange by the Dewey Decimal System, I would much appreciate it. We've been working since summer to fix it.
Okay.
Wonderful. So you guys are given a key. You are going to head towards the Scriptoria collections. As you make your way down the winding staircase, the passage's gloom gives way to a warm light. The room before you is spacious and comfortable, with gleaming bookcases, wide tables, luxurious chairs, an inviting lounge, and a hearth. Oil paintings of breathtaking landscapes and heroic spellcasters line the walls. Antique spherical astrolabes are proudly displayed along the north wall. So you walk in, and this is just a beautiful sitting space. It is predominantly used by the professors, but often by more advanced fourth-year students working on their dissertations and sort of the end of sort of special, like they said, special collections. It's much easier to keep magical books in good shape, but they still don't let everybody down here, so they at least try to check. When you come down, there isn't anybody down here at the moment, so you have the space to yourselves.
All right. Let me just read something real quick.
So what are we looking for? Like a book?
A book. I don't know why he hasn't just tried. I'm going to. What level is this? Second level? Yeah. Nell's gonna cast Locate Object.
Wizards of the Coast. It's your spell. You wrote this. Why didn't you consider this?
Did they literally not? Did they literally not?
A passing thought. No. You have to spend an hour of in-game time to make a find check.
In a magical school.
Nothing references. In a magical school.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Just means more time to look into other things.
Unless there's not like, unless there's anti-magic fields everywhere, but like
I feel like in these situations they kind of expect you to use it. It's kind of like preparing knock, right?
Yeah.
So
yes, I will
prepare knock.
To find Wheel or Woe an interpretive sketch for Professor Blackstone or any other text in the room, the characters must take time to search the bookshelves. A character who searches the bookshelves for an hour at the end of that time can make an intelligence investigation check, finding whatever book they seek on a success.
So where do we start?
Wonder.
There? I mean, I guess you could rule that it's not familiar enough. I don't know what it looks like. I just have the title of the book, so it kind of depends.
What is the
you can describe it.
Okay. What is the wording?
It says the spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, futon, tool, or weapon. Okay. So, I don't know the title, and I don't know what it looks like. I do know the title, but I don't know what it looks like, and I haven't seen it. Yeah, I do have the title, but I don't know anything else about it. So, maybe that's why.
I think that's fair, personally.
I think at the very least, it would give you advantage on all of your checks to find it.
Yeah.
And maybe at least a general location, maybe not the exact point, but a section.
Like basically just like pull out a bookmark and use like hot and cold. Beep, 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 beep,
yeah,
beep.
basically like if you wanna maybe rule that it takes like half the time to find it. Because it maybe
I'm gonna say we're gonna not worry about the ability. We're just gonna it's all good. What we'll do is you will do this and you will sense one very hot spot and then like a couple sort of like radiant spots throughout the bookshelves, and as you're kind of wandering your way through, you will come across those kind of like less hot spots, and you will notice there are other books written by Eric Quenthorne. So you are sensing other books that by this author, but the one that it's almost like I'm treating it kind of like a search engine. It gives you the highest match and then gives you a bunch of other matches lower down.
And if you cast it on certain planes, you just get ads.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, if you cast it on Elos, that's what you
ads
get.
First. 100%.
I love our homebrew. It's so much better than Greyhawk. Fuck Greyhawk. At me.
Oh God. Yes. So so you will go along. So you do find a couple of the books. One of them is a book on magical creatures. And then there is, I forget what this book's actually about. You find one on history of the campus, like specifically, well, the one is magical creatures of Strixhaven. One of them is like a social history of Strixhaven. There's an autobiography that has like a very silly portrait on the front of it of someone very, very happy, or at least trying to look it. And
Is this it?
they don't.
Ultimate
Oh, sorry.
copy of
It's a
Capital by
ancient
Karl Marx.
treaty. Yes.
Is this?
Yes.
No.
It's a treatise on interpreting auguries, is what you are looking for. So it's a bit of a smaller one. But yes, so you find one book that is regarding beasts of Strixhaven that are both native and ones that have found their way here, and then you find another one of a brief history of his time that you see the copyright date is like 200 years ago, and then or like 150 years ago. So his time at Strixhaven is like, from 200 to 300 years ago, and then you find this treatise as well.
Cool. These 3 books are all by him. So the treatise is the Wheel of and Woe.
Yes.
Cool. Here we go. Well, we have time. Want to take a look through it for like exam hints? He said it would be helpful for that. The final. All right, let's go. Let's gather around this table. Oh, actually, look at the over here with the chairs and the couches. Those look fun to sit on. And Nell's gonna like plop down onto the couch.
They are very cozy couches.
Yes. Arlynn will plop next to her. And snuggle.
Fantastic.
I will take up an entire love seat.
Fantastic. Are you guys reading any of those books, or are you looking for other books? Like, are you guys? Are you in? Sorry, go ahead.
No, if I want to look for anything related to the Orc language, since we're in here.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. You can make me a intelligence investigation check.
No, I cannot. That's only an 8.
You have a D4.
I'll use one of my D4s.
I don't think you can actually hit it.
No, that's only 11.
Language is kind of very integral to magic in general, especially a school of magic, because a lot of people here are wizards, and they particularly care about the magic of the word. So there are many books, and you get a little overwhelmed.
Okay, how about anything?
Name generator, not fancy text generator.
Has it been, because my spell is concentration for 10 minutes, so if I don't know how long it's taking Telbron to look, but if Telbron wants, Nell can also. I don't know if I'd have to recast. Actually, if I change objects, I'm sure I have to recast that one.
If you're looking for something else, you probably have to recast.
Ooh, don't want to waste another second spell slot.
There are, if you would like to maybe look around the room a little bit, as you guys are sitting on the lounge. I don't know if Celdrynn or Kai would also be interested in the interesting things that are around. The hearth area, which is in sort of the northwest corner of the room, sort of just near the lounging area, is decorated very well with antique diviner's tools. So you probably don't really recognize any of them at first, but then you notice there's like a crystal ball, and then there's like a couple of there's like a very decorative set of like tarot cards on there, and then a bunch of like weird dowsing rods and stuff like that that are all just kind of hanging up on the hearth.
Celdrynn will look into the crystal ball. Does he see anything?
Roll a D100.
$42.
42.
You find the answer to the universe and everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Gandalf comes over and covers it up. He's like, "You fool of a took."
Exactly.
Full of a Celdrynn.
You stare into it, and at first you just kind of see like a distorted version of your own face. But that face starts to change and morph, and at first you think maybe you are like you're accidentally shifting without knowing you're doing it, but then you kind of but you don't feel like you're moving, but this face is warping and changing and shifting and slowly turns into the face of some kind of frog being, not quite a slad, not quite a regular frog, this strange warded creature who is looking kind of straight into your eyes as you are staring straight into its, and it is following all of your movements at first, and then eventually blinks, and you feel it seeing you. And all of a sudden, blackness whips in a circle around inside of the ball, and it gets sucked down to the bottom of the crystal ball, and then all you see is your reflection again.
He's gonna just take a look around, and he's about to say something, and he looks back at the crystal ball, and he's like, strange. No one will believe me anyway, and then he'll like walk off to look at something else.
Wonderful. Is anybody else looking at the other things on this wall/hearth?
There's like no stone service in here, guys. Like seriously, this is bullshit.
Well, we're trying to read and look for the.
Oh yeah, let's
exam.
all read the same book now. That's
All
really
right,
useful.
I'll read. You can. I don't know. Go look around. See if there's anything interesting.
Celdrynn, did you see anything in did you see your future or some shit?
I saw a frog.
This day's shaping up fucking great. Guys, gonna get up and look around. Are there are cards there?
Yeah.
Bet. I'm gonna read your future. Hold on, I'm gonna get... What are these? Hold on. He's gonna wander off and get them.
And grab the cards.
Find a deck of many things. Bring out the deck of many things, Kelly.
Oh no.
Alright, what do we got? Haha. Bird. Okay.
Do you have a deck of many things?
Yes.
Kelly does. Kelly
Yeah, I do.
does.
Do you want me to get it?
I have animating ones.
Pull your deck of many. Sure.
I got him the deck of many things from Adventure Dice for an IRL thing because I know we use it so much in especially in charity games. So I got him a deck of many things.
Always one, or at least one gets bought during Extra Life.
Yep. So yeah, go to stream. I know we don't want to really advertise much, but if you want an actual physical deck of many things, Adventure Dice does have a really nice one.
Ooh, those are
get
very
that.
nice.
That'd be great.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, did Wei just pull heads?
I'm confused.
Yeah.
It's like a digital one, yeah.
We'll use Wei's. Because I can't
All
find
right.
where I set
Yeah.
mine. It's...
They animate.
That's cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I just got these, which are the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure tarot cards.
Oh my god, that's
What?
amazing.
What?
JoJo!
That's amazing.
That's so funny. Okay, so you go to grab these cards, and
Do you want me to pull one for Kelly?
I was gonna say yeah. So you go to. Are you gonna actually like play them like as if you're doing a tarot reading?
Yeah, he's gonna go.
Okay.
Can you read tarot? Because the deck of many things is like different from tarot.
He doesn't
Oh
know
no,
this.
I'm aware. He
Okay,
doesn't know
cool.
that.
I don't know
But
this
that's what
shit.
he's treating it as. So okay, so he goes to flip.
Say when.
You flip a card.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. That one. That.
Okay. I won't be able to see it, but
Neither will the
Talons.
stream. The talons.
Talons.
Flip. And he's gonna actually. He's planning to do a 4-card spread. Or a 3.
no.
He's
Oh
doing
my
a 3.
God.
He's doing
Okay.
a 3.
Hang on
So
one
Wei, flip the 6th card down the stack from the top and the 12th card down.
6th.
6th is the Vizier. Your past, your present, and your future, bro.
Those are weird
12.
cards. Those don't look like normal tarot.
And
Kai?
the Sun.
Wait, what is he playing with over there? As I'm
I don't
flipping through
know.
books.
Some weird ass tarot book.
So talent is
deck.
like just dish, dish, dish.
Wait, they have tarot cards in here?
What
There-
talons mean?
Yeah, tarot, harrow, and the Sun. I know the Sun. I like the Sun.
We gonna die.
Okay.
3 cards.
So your first pull was the Talons.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Your second pull was the Vizier.
yeah.
Yep.
And last was the Sun. I'm dead.
We all gonna die?
Um,
We all gonna die.
The Sun and which one?
The Vizier, the Talons, Vizier, Sun.
Talons, Vizier, Sun. Okay, you did 3 cards.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you, Kai, own any magic items or wear any magic items?
No, he does not. I don't
Is
think so.
your
Except for
necklace, do you still wear your necklace?
the one that I threw
From
over
your
the edge of
dad.
the abyss.
I wasn't sure because I thought I'd seen you wearing it since then. But yes, you
he
chucked that
threw
one
it over
into
the edge of the
abyss.
abyss. Yeah, so like that magic item is gone.
Okay. So, at first you flip this card. It's a weird looking card with some talons on it. Probably means that, you were in the grip of something in your past.
I was probably like grabbed by something, like a big bird or something. Okay, that's probably fair.
And the
Or wait, I'm
your
reading
present
Celdrynn.
card-
So Celdrynn, you were probably like,
Oh,
you need to trim your nails, or maybe you were in the grip of something spooky. That sounds pretty accurate. Okay.
Wait, I thought you were reading your. Oh God. Okay.
as you pull this next card, Kai and Celdrynn, you both hear, you feel this sort of whoosh of air up from both of you, and it sort of lifts you off your feet almost for a second, and you hear a voice. No one else will hear this, just the two of you will hear it, of a deep, wizened voice speak into your minds. What do you wish to know? And you get a sense that it is waiting.
Kai, do you hear this?
Yes, he does. What do you
Shit, did that count
wish
as a
to
question?
know? You already used one. Everybody gets one.
So I should not think of a question right now, unless I really. It's like not trying not to think of a pink elephant. Chris, I could finish the campaign right now.
You could finish the campaign right now.
Kai wouldn't
Would
think.
Kai think to ask it though?
Kai's first thought would not be, who's behind this weird shit?
You want to dig up
God.
dirt on me since you're kind of pissed with me anyway?
Honestly,
What's
well, I'm trying to think.
Telbron's deal?
He's in a pissy mood today because of class. Oh, this is rough. Sorry, I'm trying to get into his headspace.
It's all good.
What the fuck is going on? Who the fuck are you? Yeah, that's his question. Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck am I? I am the Vizier. And you feel the presence disappear. And as you do,
That was weird.
you sense the future. And the future card you pull was this sun. And you are pulling this card for Celdrynn's future, but you are also the one that pulled this card.
Yeah. I'm
So
I'm playing them as a joke.
Oh,
but
yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm playing fast and loose with these rules.
Okay.
But your future, this is your future, and you both all of a sudden feel a swell within you. And Celdrynn, you feel a swirling of power that you only really feel when your wild magic acts up.
God.
But it fills you brighter and brighter and brighter until it's almost like it's too bright, but it's coming from inside of you. And you crackle and you feel the energy running up and down you. Everyone else in the room will also see this. You will see him crackle, and when he opens his eyes, they they emanate light. And great his regular everyday clothing transforms into this like sweeping rich cape and beautiful like silks and leathers and jewelry, and he stands taller than you've probably ever seen him, looking proud and almost a little full of himself. And then it cuts, and then you see Kai, who while always very muscular, seems to fill out even more, wearing fitted leathers a la a superhero costume, as he rises from the floor, almost glowing like a sun unto himself, until both of you fall to the floors on your butts and the swell of energy has left you.
What
Just happened.
happened to you guys?
Dude, your drip was fucking sick.
Did you? Are you gonna get those muscles?
Dude, I already have those muscles. Like,
I think you had
Oh.
an 8-pack.
I mean,
What was that?
The clothes you were wearing, they were so tight. You could see the what are those
dude,
two
your clothes were
lines?
tight too. Like, they weren't tight, but they were like tight, like slick, like
yeah.
sick, like sick. Like, seriously, fucking Gucci, bro.
What are you all doing? Like, what was that from the cards?
Yeah, yeah. Here, you want to play with them? These are
Oh.
fucking hilarious, man. Grab
I'll
them.
try. Arlynn will take a card.
Pick a number for Wei to draw.
Oh, a number of cards, or
Yeah, do just pick a number and he'll go down that stack.
I'll skip the number of cards that you pick, and I'll take.
Oh,
them.
okay. 9.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh no. Tilt it. That is balance. Oh, that's a nice one, actually. Oh no, that's a bad one. I know that one.
Chris is making a face.
Oh wait.
Arlynn, what's your alignment?
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, it's that one.
He's like,
Yeah, I was about to
chaotic
say, I think I know
neutral
which
or
one that is.
something.
Oh, chaotic neutral? That.
No, lawful neutral right now.
Uh-oh.
Man, that
Uh-oh.
doesn't seem right at all. That's
Is
what
it?
it says on the character sheet, but like...
So you kind of saw that the whole premise that Kai was pulling them for tarot. So when you go to pull this card, what are you thinking about? Like, what do you want to know? Like, what are you asking the cards? Are you asking what's my future? Are you asking answer to a question?
No, I think she's probably just like, oh, I wonder what this will do. I don't know. Because, like, it did random stuff when Kai drew it.
Okay. So you are filled with, as Arlynn in general, you are filled with this, like, at your core, curiosity. That's who Arlynn is curiosity about the world, about people, about everything. And you draw this card, and all of a sudden you sort of like, it's almost like it's overlaid. Like you're seeing a vision, but you still see the rest of the room. But you see yourself in a science lab with explosions going off and people doing ridiculous things, and you sit chewing on the end of a pen, feeling utterly uninterested in what's going on. And you just couldn't really care less. And then an explosion goes off next to you that would kind of knock you out of your chair, and you fall to the side, kind of landing on the floor a little disoriented, and look up. And you're still you, but you almost felt just briefly like what it would be like to not be curious. Like, what would life be if I just didn't care and I just existed, and it was a pretty sad life.
Well, I don't think I should take up nihilism.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to see my future. Pass those over, Arlynn.
Pull.
I will pull. 5. Here comes the bad one.
Yeah,
Pull.
death arrives. No.
Gem.
Gem. Okay.
It's truly outrageous. Be careful.
It is truly outrageous. Oh, will you jump to the right page, please?
Truly, truly, truly outrageous. Oh, Jen.
Okay. You're wondering what your future is.
Mhm.
You look forward and you see, you want to know, what is all this going to come to? What matters? What is this? Where are you going to be after Strixhaven, after everything? You, again, somewhat like Arlynn, you still sense where you are, but you see a world, or you see a room. It's very similar to the room we first saw you in the very first episode, with small gardens and moss everywhere, giant bookshelves, covered in manga. Except this room is about 10 times larger. It looks like it is in a palatial estate. And you look around, and this place is stunning. It's everything you've ever wanted it to be. And you see up on the wall, as you turn and look around, the one place not covered in books or moss is one wall that has a portrait of you standing next to a stack of books as tall as you are, with a shoulder on them, in a very author's portrait.
Huh.
And you see a very special set of shelves full of books that, in very beautiful script you recognize as your own, say Sullenclaw. And they are all organized in the opposite directions. And you look down at yourself and you see that you are in still very gothic wear, but like a gothic gown, with beautiful black claw polish. Your wings are like almost pierced with diamonds, in a way that does not affect your flying, but is very goth, but
Yep.
very expensive.
Oh my
And you see the wealth that is here. But it feels a little empty.
Hmm.
And then you come back to yourself.
Oh.
Good shit.
All right, so we're sure these things are safe.
Nope. Take one.
And
All right.
join the
All your
club.
friends are
So
doing it.
6.
Pick a number.
He said 6.
6.
6. 2, 3, 4.
And he's kind of probably focused more on his past and his future right now.
Oh, shit.
No.
Skull.
Beautiful. It's fine. It's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. You're thinking about your past.
Yeah, particularly his family's hiding stuff, so that's where his
Okay.
focus has been lately.
You all of a sudden feel like the room is too big, like you've shrunk, and you feel that piece of fear that you've always felt. You felt it since you were a child, but you've got it under control. Now, well, not under control. You have it well suppressed most of the time nowadays, but it wells up within you in a way that you have not felt since childhood. Since you were about 18, and you look around you in a dark void, and at your feet is a body, and you turn around to look slightly up at your father, and he looks at you with a smile that peels back further and further and further until he is a skull in a robe with a scythe and has become death himself. And you, in fear, turn away to see your mother and feel hope of this person who has been your protector and has cared for you and has always had your best interest at heart. And you see her smile warmly as it turns not so warm, and her face begins to peel wider and wider and wider until she too becomes death. And as you turn to look back at the body at your feet, the pool of blood coming out from it is reflective, as if a mirror, and you look to yourself and smile as your face begins to pull back further, further, and further as you become death. And then you're back to yourself.
Telbron, you look paler than normal.
Does that trigger anything in me that I need to suppress?
Can you make me a wisdom save, please?
I can try.
Do your best.
Or don't. Whatever works.
Or not.
Yeah, or don't. Yeah, or fail horribly. That would also be fun.
Yeah, not one would be great.
That's a 12.
Okay. You sense that fear that you had gotten so good at hiding, that you always treated as a fear of your father, but then you feel it twist, having seen this vision, that instead becomes a fear of what you are and what you are capable of. And you begin to shift, and you all see Telbron sort of crumple, not to the ground, but just sort of in on himself. As you grab your face, your head feels like it might explode. Your back feels like it is on fire as you sort of begin to back away from everybody.
Dude?
Hey.
Bro.
I'm going to the nurse. He's gonna try to leave the room as quick as he can. Why?
As you go to run out of the room, you bump against a number of these like antique astrolabes So they're pieces meant for looking up at the stars, very intricate pieces of bronze and silver and iron. And there is one large one that you sort of bump against as you go to run. And you're slowly making your way to the door. Is anybody like following him?
Yeah, Celdrynn will follow him and try to like make sure he's not tipping things over as best as he can.
Okay.
I think
Excuse me.
Nell's doing that weird half thing where she's like doesn't know if she wants to follow or not, or if he wants her to follow at all. She's doing that weird like she's like gotten up and was like looking kind of thing. So that's what Nell's doing.
Yeah.
She's just like, I don't know if he wants me.
Kind of 2 steps forward and 1 step back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as you're doing this, Celdrynn, you go to grab the astrolabe that he's bumped to make sure that it doesn't fall. And it is kind of shaking, and you grab it and you push it back, but it keeps shaking against you. And it seems to be shaking harder.
What did you do?
What? What are you doing, What's the matter, Celdrynn?
He's just like look of panic in his eyes.
Dude, just don't.
Are you holding on to it? Or are you backing away? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. What? Yeah.
Kai will go and put his hands on it too to hold it still.
You put your hands on it, and a groan echoes out through the room of metal grinding upon metal. And this astrolabe, the device's overlapping copper rings begin to break apart and become sharp tendrils that stab into the ground and lift itself up, lifting Kai and Celdrynn off of the ground.
Oh, balls.
And if everyone would
Shit.
like to roll
Holy
the
shit.
initiative,
Holy shit!
Telbron, you are welcome to roll initiative if you like, or you're welcome to continue running.
Okay, how about I make a check to see if I realize what just happened behind me?
Sure, make me a perception check. It's not going to be hard.
Okay, and
Not going to be hard, except my dice are not cooperating.
we are on the map screen now.
Beautiful.
My
And-
perception
If
was
Celdrynn
9.
sees,
Wait, hold on. I have an inspiration. Let me use that.
Yes.
Yeah, can Nell be like, Talbot, we need you!
if Celdrynn sees
Yes.
Telbron run away, he'll say, Telbron, a little help.
I got a 14 on my
Between the two of you.
So
Beautiful. So with the help of your friends, you hear them, and you turn, your back still on fire, and your eyes feeling like they are about to. You know when you've cried for so hard and so long that your eyes are dry. That's the feeling. That they're just on fire.
Where's the astrolabe?
It is next to the. Sorry, hang on.
It's up at the top, right?
It is. It's up at the top next to the, yeah, that gold thing in the top center. Yes,
so-
right there. Cool.
So that's probably about right.
Yeah, and then Telbron has probably made his way about there, and then you guys are about there.
Out of character real quick.
Yes.
Do you have a mini for this?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I don't. It can just be
Do you want a mini for this?
us. Sure.
I got one.
He might
I
be
have
right.
one that looks very similar to this.
Perfecto. And as you call back to Telbron, he turns back to all of you, and the boys are a little busy, but
Do you see his face?
I was gonna say you guys can't see him because you're a little occupied, and Arlynn might be a little bit far away, but Nelloris, you look, and Telbron's eyes are pitch black, and he has dark stained tears coming down his face. And I think on that we'll take a quick break.
What?
Oh boy!
Telbron found Evanescence.
Yeah.
Bring him back
Yes,
to life.
exactly.
They didn't want to wake up inside just yet.
Yeah.
Not right now.
All right, we'll be back.
Hello,
This is-
everybody.
This is the part of the program where we talk to the chat.
Oh, shit.
Hi, friends.
Hello,
Go
chat.
ahead, guys, because I am gonna not talk for a bit.
That sounds
Nice.
great.
The rusty
Folks,
voice.
I want to say a couple of things before we continue. The first is I love you. But what am I so afraid of? I'm afraid that you don't know about Wei's upcoming fundraiser for lupus. It's actually lupus this time, folks. And we are going to talk about it because it is something that is happening on... What day is it going up, Mr. Wei?
It is going up next week on May 6th.
That's a Saturday.
That is a Saturday, yeah.
I know, because I had to post stuff for my part-time gig, and I accidentally posted stuff as the 9th, and I had to redo it twice, because I'm an idiot.
Whoops.
And I was half asleep because of Dork Tales Expo, which also thanks for that. If only we had an ad for this, like a visual reminder. And then, oh look, there it is, right there. Wow.
Magic. What kind of what patron did you sell your soul to, Kelly?
This time Alphabet, because we're broadcasting on Google. Usually, I made a bunch of jokes about how Jeffrey Bezos is a Dark Lord, and then people were like, "You work for Jeffrey Bezos. You're a Twitch streamer." And I'm like, fuck.
That's
Oh,
the yoke.
Kind of true.
That's the yoke.
Bezos, Jeffrey Bezos. Boy.
I
Anyway, you
unfortunately
should,
spend most of my days at work pushing for people to use Amazon instead of using me to buy things.
I mean,
But you're not
Yeah.
Amazon?
yeah, who
No.
here doesn't work for Amazon at least a little bit?
Yeah.
No, you should definitely check this out as a live stream.
nothing.
Starts on the 6th at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
And hold on. I was voice acting a decent amount today, so I want to do this because I'm in the mode. Ready? Join us as 6 adventurers try to survive the unsurvivable. Their only chance is with you as their divine patron. Lend them your power. Bestow them with gifts of magic treasures. They'll need it if they are to survive the horrors to come. All proceeds go to the Lupus Foundation of America. Which, means that it goes to werewolves, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Woo!
One of our friends, Emma, has been, living with lupus for large portion of her life, and actually, maybe in some small part, she loves werewolves. She plays werewolves every chance she gets.
Woo! You should run a Werewolf the Forsaken
Beautiful.
game, and have it be
There you go.
werewolves against lupus.
It's a really good idea. Maybe next year we'll do a werewolf game. I gotta dip my toes into that whole
World
world.
of Darkness. Yes.
I have a friend
Really?
who has lupus. And
Kelly, one of my first tabletop RPGs with you was for werewolf.
Remember.
If you remember.
It's for vampire. You were
Oh, yeah.
you were a caitiff vampire, and
Yeah.
we had a big
I did
argument
do
about
that.
whether or not you could hack a government satellite that would allow you to see through buildings. And I was like, that
I
doesn't
remember my
exist, and you're like, yes, it does. It does. I'm more technologically savvy than you, Kelly. And I'm like, I don't think it exists. And you're like, yeah, it does. But I didn't understand Wi-Fi cards back then. So,
Mm.
it was a learning experience.
It was a lot of fun. I remember I had a vampire that was like, he missed his humanity, so carried like a photo of a sunset in his wallet.
Yeah. Well, you need to get you back into some more games like that.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh God. I have just added I'm in the process of adding a new thing to our Redbubble store right now. And
T-Public?
No, I'm adding it to the Redbubble too.
Oh, actually, Redbubble?
Actually, Redbubble.
Everywhere.
Nice.
And you got ooh.
Brynn, did you say
Yeah.
you have a friend? What were you
Oh,
saying?
I was saying I have a friend
Congrats.
who has lupus, and I'm like, I guess we just can't hang out during the full moon then. That doesn't seem too bad.
Or you can.
They don't think it's funny.
Oh,
Wow, I didn't know lupus affected your sense of humor too. That's awful.
Oh,
Ouch.
That hurts almost as much as lupus. Donate today, folks. But yeah, you should definitely check out Wei's stream because that is the 6th, so you can check that out, and then you can check out nothing because we're not running that night because Robin will have just moved, so we don't have Mage that
there you
night.
go. In the blank hole that Mage has left in your heart for that day.
Use Wei to fill that
give
void
to
inside.
charity. Exactly.
Maybe I'll see you guys
and
there
Nick,
after
who
you
is
are all
a friend
exhausted.
of the channel. Yes,
Well,
exactly.
Yeah, that probably is what's gonna happen. Oh
Do
man,
you
we've
need
got
to turn on the scroll?
what?
What?
We're on the scroll on Twitch. Am I not live?
YouTube.
Why am I not live? Why did I click off live? I'm sorry.
You
That
scared the
was weird.
shit out of
Oh,
me
I
just
guess
now. I was
I
like,
scared
I was
the
like-
shit out of me too.
I
I
was
was
gonna
like,
say,
we're
how
not on
far
Twitch, we're on
behind are
YouTube,
you?
first of all.
Yes. Yes.
And like,
Yeah.
secondly, I was like, what are you even talking about, Robin?
I keep it paused so my internet doesn't explode, but I just like zoomed
That's
up to just
fair.
see where we were at, and it's just a great capture of everyone kind of just sort of looking off and whatever, but Wei going and it's great.
Nice.
Amazing.
It's very good.
Anytime you
Um,
need that, it's yours.
Yes.
When you need me, call. No matter
I
where
think we need
you
to.
are.
I don't know if I ever pulled a clip of the when you had cherry blossoms. There was an episode.
Oh, what episode was that? We should probably go look
I
for
can't
it.
remember. I think
Yeah.
it's aired because it was pretty early on. But we definitely need to get that.
Oh, it was
clip
one of
'cause
the
that was
first
amazing.
episodes, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty early. Maybe
I
it was
remember
even,
I
like,
edited it
episode
not
0, I
that
don't know.
long ago.
No, yeah. Okay, so it's not that early. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here. You're wonderful. If you're watching
You're
this live, you
wonderful.
are our patrons. Well, you're wonderful too. There are so many wonderful people around here. As we experienced over Dork Expo, we have so many incredible people in our community, and we're welcoming new amazing people into our community all the time. I believe we added 5 patrons over the weekend.
Something like that, yeah.
Nice.
Something like that, yeah. Which means that we're going to still be over the threshold, because I think we're losing 2 or 3 people this month. Because a lot of people are like moving and having life changes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, life.
Life.
Boo life.
So we're going to definitely have enough. Do we need this as a shower curtain? We have it now.
Oh my god. So
Do you want it as
not
a mouse
only
pad,
do
Brynn?
you get Strixhaven
Rated R for Arlynn.
as
That'd be pretty good.
not only do you get Strixhaven in advance, not only do you get all sorts of fun short runs like Hunter the Vigil and Demon the Descent, you also get the incredible Jen running a Technocracy game, and very soon you will be getting Panic at the Citadel, Robin running Radiant Citadel. Very, very exciting. That's in a month, right? Very
Yep,
soon.
May 28th. So a month.
You can
and
go check out-
4 days. Not that I'm accounting.
We need a Robin.
No,
How
not that
often
you're
Robin
counting.
breaks count?
Oh, yeah,
no.
it'll rival me,
no.
I'm sure.
Oh my god, Kelly and Jen are just gonna destroy me.
Yes.
I wonder. Yeah, we're going to destroy you.
Understandable.
Yay.
Exactly. Yeah, so go check that out.
Oh, poor Christa.
Oh, she
Uh-oh.
coughed so bad she lagged
me.
herself out.
We hit our target. And my intro. Everything's going to hell. I don't know what's happening.
Your cough sent a
Hi. If my
shockwave to your internet
decides
and
to work
stunned it.
again, it'll eventually get there.
There we
It,
go. I
it
think
did
we got
apparently.
Look at that.
Fantastic. Hi. And because of those extra amazing people joining the Patreon, we have hit 150 patrons and above, which means our wonderful Millie Bunny-Hearted is going to run some Star Trek adventures, which sounds like a lot of fun. And it's going to be very, very incredible, and it's going to be awesome.
Dude, we had our
so go
meeting
check
about
out.
that
The
today,
cast
actually.
is incredible.
So we
Yes.
had our...
You had your meeting?
So we had our planning meeting. So it's going to be starting in early June is when we're going to have our first session. So that's pretty soon for graphic turnaround, and like we have to order costumes or have them made. Although Christa, how many times are you coming over before then?
I don't have any plans to, but I can make some.
I'm just wondering whether or not I'm going to get a lower decks outfit, or I'm just going to get like a crew neck and ask you to V-neck it for me.
Oh, very fair. Yeah.
Which takes you 20 minutes.
We can have a talk and see,
talk.
yeah, exactly, and see what people want to do for sure. Yes, I'm not going to spoil the cast, but we finally got to hear who the cast are, and I'm personally immensely excited to hear about who is going to be there. So everybody definitely need to pay attention to that. Exactly. If you are watching this when it comes out for everybody, if you haven't joined the Patreon yet, come on. We understand not everybody can, but come on. Trust me, you will want to join for Star Trek, and you will want to join for Radiant Citadel. And Technocracy is amazing. You can watch the first episode of Technocracy for free already. It was part of our Extra Life. You can watch the Radiant Citadel Session 0 that took place over the weekend at Dorksex, so that'll also be available to everybody. So I'm immensely excited to at Dorksex. Oh god, it's fucking cold. Anyway,
you shouldn't have Dorksex when you have a cold. You'll spread it around.
Go check it out.
Oh,
no, it's not. I'm worried that I was gonna.
Krista, is your internet going okay? Because you keep lagging out.
I live with other humans, and I was so worried I was gonna get everybody sick, and I haven't. I don't know if it's on my computer because I'm turning my mic on and off, and because every time when I was unplugging my no, it's also my brain that's lagging. Unplugging
You're
my
not supposed to boot up
was making my
directly to the
computer
internet.
lag, so I think I just have a. I know, it's dangerous. My parents are also downstairs watching a very high-res movie, so it's also possible that my internet is just not doing great.
Honestly, it's when you get like super movie that I think that like
It's probably my video card then.
Oh no.
Also, the Redbubble store has a comforter, and you could have a rated R.
You could do rated R things on a rated R for Arlynn comforter.
Yeah.
There you go. Spectacular.
I'm just glad it doesn't have my face on it.
See,
Don't
now
make
what
that.
we need
Don't make
is
that.
we need.
If you do that,
We
I'll
need
make
the,
I'll make one of my face doing that, like my screaming face, and we can have like a pillow of yours and a pillow of mine facing each other.
Oh,
Can we just get body
Commission-
pillows of like all
yeah,
of the
Commission
characters?
Arlynn body pillow.
God, people have been
Oh my
asking
God.
for a Kelly body pillow for like a year and a half now. Like just a couple of people, but they've been really vocal
That's all
about
Bunny's fault.
it. It's all Bunny's fault.
Yeah.
it is Bunny's fault.
Yeah.
Dorktail's body pillow win. Do you really want that? I'll make it happen for a charity goal.
There we
I think
go.
it would be very, very good.
I'm a good
support
cuddler. Like honestly,
this. Yeah.
everybody but Traz here can, I think, say that's true. Maybe not Wei. Maybe Wei. I don't remember. We cuddled.
See, we never cuddled in like the 20 years. Come
I
on.
feel like we would have cuddled. Like, that's why I was pretty like vague
At
about it.
some point. Exactly. Yes. 100%.
Yeah, I'll give it to Robin. So Robin can keep it when she's
Yeah.
alone in the
Because
Okanagan.
I'm all alone in the Okanagan.
It's you and your
There
blahage.
you go.
My blahage.
Your blahage.
So
It's okay, that's the art I'll
will-
get of just me going like this.
On that note, are you ready to go fight an astrolabe?
Yes.
I hear it has tentacles.
I can't
It
wait.
does.
Oh no.
Very sharp ones.
Nell is aroused. What?
What?
Yes, we're all aroused by the
We're
threat
all
of
fighting
combat
and
now.
Nell's sitting in the corner, just like drawing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Just like
Doesn't fight it, just draws.
I'll cuddle you,
shit.
random.
I
Yep,
can
probably would.
Spectacular.
Shay,
You
go
go,
ahead.
Shay.
I'm
Like one of
busy.
your Japanese tentacles.
yeah.
Yeah. high quality Japanese tentacles, not those knockoff ones from like AliExpress. You don't want that. Get the high quality.
All right.
I just kicked my chair in a bad way.
That was a reaction.
That was a noise.
It's because I've got those extra bones, guys. Remember my extra bones.
And not in the fun way.
Not in the fun. I have extra. So I have a weird genetic condition, apparently.
Welcome
where I
back, everybody, to Strixhaven Curriculum Chaos.
All right, fine.
We're getting ready to fight some astrolabes.
Fine. We won't talk about my bones. Let's go into this. All right. Let's do it.
The dice is gone.
Welcome back, everybody, to Dork Tales, a curriculum of chaos. That's just us. I mean, Dork Tales, a curriculum of chaos, is kind of just our jam. So let's get back into it and let us fight this mechanical beastie. Up first is Celdrynn. You are hanging off.
How high am I off the ground?
5 feet or so. Not dangerous to jump.
Yeah, he'll just drop the 5 feet. Take a look around for a quick second, grab his bag, and pull out an animal.
Best item for you to have.
What animal are you pulling out?
Only a D8. It's a 7, which makes it a direwolf. That's a good one.
Oh, that's an easy one. I got plenty of those minis. Let's do this. Where are you throwing it?
So I realized I applied that super fun. I should have applied your first card draw to that magic item, but that's okay. You pull out this furry ball that rolls out and lands on all 4 paws, and it is the fluffiest dire puppy you've ever seen.
Oh my god.
All right, I'll shrink it if it's a puppy.
It will function as a dire wolf. It's just adorable and very cute and chibi.
Okay.
What else are you doing?
I will put a hand on it, put a hand on myself, and cast Dragon's Breath.
Twinned?
Twins, yeah.
Amazing. Do it.
I'll choose. Let's choose. Let's choose acid damage. And
Sure,
that is
sounds
my
like a
turn.
plan
Do you
to
want
me.
to roll for the direwolf, or do you want it to go after me?
No, it can just go on your turn as you wish.
Okay. So on its turn, it's going to try to breathe fire on this thing.
Okie dokie. Go right ahead.
So that is 5 damage. Not great. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw, I believe. Yes, dexterity saving throw.
16.
That is my DC, so it'll take 2 damage.
Perfect. Next up is Nelloris.
Alrighty. I love my Circle of Spores Druid. I just wished going into Wild Shape was a bonus action, not a freaking action, dude. I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I think Nell will bonus action cast Shillelagh on her quarterstaff, and then do me an old-fashioned what level is the spell? I think it's 2nd level. Yeah, I'll do a 2nd level summon beast to get Swole Talkie on the line over here. So Nell's gonna just like basically like almost like pull some spores from her head and then just blow them over to Shay talking and just goes to start talking and go, "Say talking," and get swole again. And that'll be Nelloris' turn. But then Shay gets to go right after me. And I'm summoning a land. Because you can choose basically like air, land, or water for the spirit. So
when did we start playing Magic?
Oh. So doing a land, and it does multi-attacks, number spells, rounded down. So it's a second level, half of it. So one melee attack from a Shiitake. So Shay will, oops, that's the thing. Goes towards that. They get pack tactics because they're beside both Kai and the direwolf. But probably more getting it.
Beautiful.
Looks up at Kai, does like a and makes an attack. Which I rolled a 4 and a 3 on. Jesus. Oh boy. Let's see. What do I add? So, add your spell attack modifier. Alright, what's my spell attack? So, does an 11 hit?
It does not. I'm sorry.
I figured. Okay, so Shay whiffs it. And then just turns to look at Nelloris and go, "Oh." And that's me. That's me.
Beautiful. In that case, the astrolabe will look down at these two creatures that have tried to attack it. How dare! And it's going to swing a tentacle at each. The first one is going to go for the direwolf
as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's the start of its turn, I would need you to make a con save. It's probably pretty good, but I can use reaction for my Halo of Spotters.
Ooh, but I can roll bad. That is a 7.
That does not work for my 15. And I rolled a big whomping 1, so 1 necrotic damage. From the spores.
1. Beautiful. All right. The spores kind of bite in and start to rust the outside of this bronze creature. And then it will do its attack. So it will attack the wolf and will swing over it. It seems to somehow be seeing a regular wolf, not an adorable little wolf. It swings too high. And then it is going to swing at Shay.
Go
and
dire
also
pup.
seems to go dire pup. Because I'm assuming a 9 doesn't hit the pup. But does a 13 hit Shay?
Oh, that just meets Shay's armor class.
All right. So this thing is going to swing for low damage. Oh, there we go. That's going to be it. So it swings 1 and sort of whiffs over top, but then a much bigger, one of the larger bands that broke open is going to swing at Shay and do 22 damage to Shay.
Shay's still bestial
and
spirit.
We'll smack down.
Shay's gonna like this is the first time. Shay has 8 hit points left before the bestial spirit goes away. You just see Nelloris just get angry.
Perfect. Well, it is Arlynn's turn.
I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb.
Do it.
It has a... So I have to hit with it. Oh shit, I critted. Does a 26 hit?
26 does hit. You will do double damage. What kind of damage are you doing?
I have to roll... Shit. How does it... Oh, I get to choose what kind of damage I do. Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
And then it takes 3d8 of the damage I choose.
Mhm.
Well, 68 now.
Yeah.
Can I sorry, I'm kind of cheating this, but can I use like my bonus action for like a perception or something in between here to be like what might hurt it the most? Can't tell if you're giving me a dirty look or if you froze.
Sure, make me
You probably can't poison it.
I froze. Apologies. It was a thinking look. So what I would, yeah, you can, I don't know, what would be a knowledge about metals?
Well, it could just be perception
Arcana?
too, right? To just do like,
Yeah. Perception
Or
or
insight.
investigation if you want to make,
yeah, my investigation's better, so I'm happy to do that.
roll investigation. Roll me investigation.
Oh man, I critted again. I swear to God.
Finally, the numbers are coming in.
Right.
Best you can tell, this
Thanks. Coming up,
thing
Arlynn.
is metallic. But so whatever might be a little tough for metal would probably be good.
Did my acid breath do pretty well on it?
It did as much damage as you would expect it to.
Yeah.
Yes, the acid damage definitely worked. It did not do anything special to it.
Mhm.
But it definitely worked. And was eating through and sort of in the same way that the spores were sort of biting into it. That sort of acidic damage was sort of rusting at the edges. So that acid would definitely work. You are also
Does
in a
it-
library, but all
does it
damage
seem
is
like
going to be a
It
problem.
would be susceptible, like, more to lightning.
It's copper, so I guess yes. It's not
Very few things are
volatile.
vulnerable.
What's the fucking word?
Vulnerable to.
It's not vulnerable to anything.
Very few
But
things
hitting
are.
it with regular non-magic attacks will be a problem. That's it. So no, it doesn't have any vulnerabilities.
Well, then I'm gonna hit it with, I don't know, thunder damage because it's cool.
Yeah. It is. This is a very delicate piece of equipment, so sound damage absolutely is gonna fuck it up.
Shit. How do I roll? Oh, I found the button.
And remember to roll
68.
double.
68.
6, 8.
68.
How high did you just roll?
No, I got 16.
16
Yeah.
on
On
68.
Oh
Kind
my
of
goodness.
impressive.
9 times.
There's that luck back.
It's a 5,
Well-
a 2, a 4, a 1, a 1,
There
and
it
a
is.
3.
Oh, there's the ones.
Beautiful.
Well,
Wow. Perfection.
Average damage.
Okay,
127.
cool. So
Yeah. so below average.
Yeah.
I mean, only one number is above a 4. Oh, well, cool. My
so
luck's
you
back.
throw out this sort of like almost looks like a cloud, but is like vibrating and shoots out over Shay's head and ricochets around the inside of all these glass pieces, and you see a couple tiny cracks happening in the little glass eye looky bits, but it definitely hurt this thing. Telbron, you're next. Unless you had anything
Oh,
else
boy.
you were gonna do, Brynn.
Nope, that's everything.
Okay, go ahead, Telbron.
Crit bad. That was my plan for that turn.
okay. So Telbron's gonna
Wait,
kind of
what?
duck
You did
behind the, move down and kind of duck behind the books. I can't pick. I need
Okay.
to be able to click myself. Then I'm going to cast Shatter out of the 3rd level in a sphere that's probably gonna hit the bookshelf, but the beast as well, but away from everyone else.
Fantastic.
And because it's made out of metal, it needs to make a concentration save with disadvantage.
A concentration or a con check?
Constitution.
Con check. Constitution. There we go.
Constitution. Okay.
With disadvantage. I can word too.
At disadvantage. Well, it's a 7 and a 9, so the 7 with con is going to be a 9.
That is not enough. So.
Beautiful. Do that. Spicy damage.
28 damage. Thunder damage.
Fantastic. Sorry, 28?
20 thunder.
Sorry, my thing cut out again. 28?
28, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So that's okie dokie. So you are gonna. No, that's a mimic's hit points. I just want to know how many hit points a bookshelf has. This is one thing I found very lacking in 5e is item hit points.
15, 20, something like that seems reasonable.
Break shit. Sure. We'll say it's 15. So you absolutely shatter this bookshelf. The books are magically bound for the most part, so they like boom out of the shelf and sort of scatter everywhere. But the bookshelf itself is no longer standing.
Telbron, you gotta be more careful.
And there's some
kind of
cracks in the
like,
stone wall.
trying the best I can. Also, just kind of covering eyes and trying to keep them out of sight.
Yeah.
Still being held up.
Doing one of these. Yeah. Kai's still hanging off of this thing. We'll say you didn't take damage, but yes, you're
Well, I
gonna
caught
feel
it
this
as
thing
far off to the
rumble.
side as possible. So
Exactly, you caught the corners of it. So more of the glass sort of breaks. A couple of lenses shatter. Lenses. That's the word I was thinking of. Amazing. Kai, it's your turn.
How badly hurt does this thing look? Bro,
So-so.
I'm getting real sick of your shit right now. Okay, you know what? He's gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. And just punch it. So, first off, Spiritual Weapon punch. 15?
That does not hit. The spiritual weapon is going to clang off of it.
Oh, a tough guy, huh? Alright then. Sure, let's try this. And I'm gonna use that special ability you gave me at start of game. I'm gonna spend an action, spend 2 sorcery points, and make myself magical for purposes of damage reduction.
Beautiful.
That is for those wondering, it is an Unearthed Arcana pitch before Tasha's came out, called Imbuing Touch. As an action, you can touch one non-magical weapon and spend 2 sorcery points to imbue with magic. However, my unarmed strikes count as magical weapons because I'm Superion, so I'm gonna touch myself. Boop. And that's my turn.
You clang your fists together.
I'm just gonna Henry Cavill just
Just
really
cock your fists. Fantastic. We will go around to Celdrynn. It is your turn again, and your Wolfie.
Celdrynn's gonna look at this spherical thing, look past it, and try to aim his breath diagonally down so it hits mostly the floor, but catching part of it. Yeah,
Sure.
he's gonna do his acid breath. DC 16
Do it.
Dex check.
Okay. No, actually, hang on. Oh no, that's stealth checks. Dex checks.
Terrible rolls here. What's going on?
What did you say with disadvantage?
Nope.
Oh, why did I roll
Normal roll.
disadvantage? I'll just roll again.
because you had to roll with disadvantage for me.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Silvery
so
barbs!
it's-
Silvery barbs!
No, he's gonna be a silvery bob's time.
Yeah. Do it.
Oh, I need to
it's gonna be
roll
a
before I roll anything else. I need to roll a d20 for the breath for wild magic because I have been forgetting.
Oh, right, because
That
you
is not yet.
casted it.
And then I'm going to roll one down for
Technically,
silver
I
bobs.
I need to add.
Oh, yeah. I assumed you wanted me
Good.
to roll for every opportunity I can get, or...
Yeah,
Okay,
just do it when you can. Yeah, just do it whenever you cast. It's more fun that way.
Yeah, I'm all good for now. I'm gonna give this soul. It needs to roll its save again, and Arlynn is gonna get an advantage on their next. Let me double check.
They have just like a banked advantage, right?
Yeah, on their next ability roll, ability check, or saving throw, within the next minute they can choose.
Cool. So Brynn, remember that. You have advantage the next time you want to use it. So that's still going to be a dirty 20 on the reroll.
Oof. Okay, so it takes half damage of 7, which is going to be a 3.
Okay. Fantastic. So it gets some more little acidy burn holes in its little leggies. And your wolf.
You know what? Before that, I'm gonna quicken my. I'm gonna quicken a firebolt, or rather,
Oh.
Do it.
let's do a.
Well, don't
Let's
do
do a
that.
quickened catapult.
Oh,
So it needs to make another dex
With one of the
save.
books that fell.
I don't know. Sure, one of the other metal trinkets that was on the wall.
Sure. One of the other little astrolabes that's very like heavy
Sure.
iron. That is
doubt it's gonna
a
spawn another one.
14.
Sweet, that's gonna be 3d8 damage,
Hell yeah.
dealing 17
Hot diggity.
magical bludgeoning. It sounds like a bludgeoning.
Sure. That sounds good to me. As long as it's magical.
And then for the direwolf's turn, another dex save. It's gonna breathe again.
Ooh, that's gonna be an 11.
Okay. This time, ooh, high damage. 13 damage from the direwolf's
Awesome.
dragon breath acid.
Mm, 13. Okay.
And because it's a puppy, it's gonna breathe its
Alright.
fire. Looks really angry.
Yep.
And then it's going to get distracted, look at its tail, and chase that, do a little circle around its tail.
Cute.
Perfection.
It's just too much.
Very good job. Nelloris, it's your turn.
Okay, so
I assume that's all of Celdryn's
Yeah.
turn.
So are Kai and Celdrynn touching this thing still?
Yeah, I am.
Celdrynn is not.
So you're still on it, Kai?
I'm still being touched by it. Just do it.
Damn.
Do it.
I don't know how this. No, I don't want you to take 3d8 fire damage.
Do it. I'm tough.
Okay.
Do it.
So-
What are you wanting? It is large.
I know.
It's
I know
heat
what she's
metal.
gonna do. Yeah, she's gonna use heat metal.
It's heat metal. Because Nelloris is pissed. Because that's
Do it.
a concentration. All right, Kai, you get to fucking have fun.
Well, I
So-
believe the rules of heat metal are if you drop it, you don't take the damage. So Kai can just let go.
I'm being grabbed by
won't.
it.
No, you're not.
You said I was lifted up by it.
You guys.
Yeah, because we were hanging on.
Well, so
Celdrynn
I was
let
imagining
go.
you guys were holding on to it.
Oh, I thought
You
I
can
was
let go
wrapped
if
in
you
like
want.
tentacles or
But-
something.
No, apologies. I just meant that because you guys had kind of grabbed on top of it, when it stood up, you got lifted up above it.
Celdrynn let go.
So you can let go at any time. So apologies.
Well-
I should have described that a little better. So you are welcome to pop off. If you want to retcon a little bit, you're welcome to.
As soon as that starts to happen, he'll just drop and like, oh shit! Ow,
Okay.
hot.
Perfect.
Okay,
So you won't
cool.
hurt him.
So Nelloris will drop summon beast, so Shay goes back to like normal familiar size as how we're kind of flavoring how this spell works. And Shay will take on Nelloris' turn the disengage action, because familiars can take any action except for attack. So Shay's gonna take the disengage action and fuck right off, because Shay almost lost their big farm. And then Nelloris is just gonna stare at the creature and just go, burn. And I'm upcasting it at a 3rd level, so I get an extra d8 initially. So that's 3d8 fire damage.
And I roll to... I guess I can't do anything because I'm metal.
You can't. You're metal, so the wording of the spell, it means you have disadvantage on all attacks and checks.
Well, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Or
It
no?
can't drop
If you're-
itself.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
However,
I can't drop
one
it
thing
myself.
that I would rule, if I may,
Yeah.
I
Sure.
used this in Rime of the Frost Maiden. When this got cast on animated armor, it now means that if it is still on fire, it can inflict that on things it hits. Because
Okay,
now it is
fair.
a boiling hot weapon, because it is made of metal.
Okay, so- What do you say? How much like additional fire damage?
It's probably half of whatever it's taking per round in addition each hit, unless it's
Okay.
grappling.
Cool.
I used it to gouge someone's eyes out. So I mean, I didn't
Brutal.
bother with dice. I was just like, let's make this horrific.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, it's going to take 17 points of fire damage, and I don't really have anything for bonus action, so Nelloris just gonna keep staring at that and go, burn. And yeah, on its next turn, I can continue to just keep doing that said damage. So yeah, it has disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn. And it keeps doing that as long as I keep that up.
Spectacular. Okie dokie. Well, the wolf and Celdrynn are the two that have kind of come at it. So, Wolfie, with disadvantage. So we'll go with Wolfie first, and that is going to be a 13.
14 to hit.
14 to hit. Okay, and then Celdrynn is going to be a 11.
15 to hit.
Okay, so it's going to swing around and attempt, makes 2 attacks. Yeah, okay. So it's going to sort of flick its metal tendrils around that are now red hot, and you can see some of the glass in the remaining lenses start to melt as it sort of blindly flails itself around. Arlynn.
I wanna attack it.
Okay, you have advantage if you'd like.
Question: if I catapult, does that count as a magic attack? Semantic question.
Yes.
Yeah.
It says 3d8 bludgeoning damage, but
It's coming from a spell. If you use a spell slot, it's magical.
so it's still okay. I'm gonna cast that at 2nd level then. They
Beauty.
have. Oh, I'm gonna yeet my book that I carry around at it. If that wasn't obvious.
Fantastic.
This is going to be another victim of Arlynn's decapitation.
Decapitation.
It has to do a Dex 14 save.
Okay, do I have disadvantage on those as well?
No, it's just
No?
attacks and ability checks, so not saves.
Attacks and ability checks. Okay. So a dex, that's gonna be a 15.
It saves.
Okay, so it takes half.
No, it just doesn't get hit.
Oh, it doesn't get hit at all.
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay,
It has
so
survived.
it goes flying, and it tings off of this and goes flying off amongst all of the other books that are spread around the floor. Telbron. Or not Telbron.
Okay.
Yes, Telbron. Telbron. Yes.
Yes. So I have a question.
Yes.
Is my necrotic shroud considered up, or is because I'm still suppressing it, it's not? Or
I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Your call.
Are you gonna let go of what's happening, or are you gonna keep trying to keep it in?
Nope. He's gonna try to keep it in. So no, I won't add that damage.
All right. Actually, you know what? No, make me a Constitution save.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Let's say DC 13.
30-20.
Okay, you managed to hold on to it. So yeah, go ahead.
All right. So I'm just going to blast it a couple times then.
So I blasted him.
Whoa.
So anyway, I started blasting.
So one of those
Well, anyway,
definitely
the casting.
misses. So I had a 27 and a 10.
Okay, so the 27 will hit.
So it will take 3 force and 3 thunder due to Genie's wrath. So 6 total.
All right, so 6. Wunderbar. That's 13. Okay. Fantastic. Kai.
Okay. Spiritual weapon first. Use my bonus action for that. Wha-bam! Okay, you know what? Screw you, buddy. That's a 13. 13 is not enough, right?
It is not, no.
I'm better than this. I'm using my favorite of the gods. Yeah, 18.
18 is its AC.
And it's gonna take. I almost added 8. My charisma's not that high. 10 points of force damage as my spiritual weapon
diggity.
goes. You like being fisted, shithead? Suck on this, and I'm gonna punch it in its core with my bare hand. Just
Beautiful. You see a big, one of the rings that have remained a ring crumples into itself and sort of pierces through one of the last remaining piece of glass. But it still maintains its movement. It just is creaking as it does so.
so he makes I'm in an attack roll
again.
with my main. What would you say its AC was?
18. Not quite.
17.
Oh no.
Unless I don't believe I don't get a +1 for my fist. They're just magical. So he's just gonna go.
You haven't used your daily inspiration from your NPC relationship.
What do I get for that?
Reroll. It's inspiration.
I rolled an 18.
Yay!
So that's an additional 7 points of magical fist.
Spectacular.
Do you get a little burn from touching the hot flaming?
Shit! It's hot.
Take,
It's hot.
take 1 point of fire damage.
Oh. Okay.
You see Nell with like fiery, glowy eyes staring at the thing.
Just not breaking eye contact. Amazing. Then we go back to the top of the order with Celdrynn. Unless you had anything else you were doing, Kai. Sorry.
It's fucking hot. That's it.
Fantastic. Celdrynn.
Will you allow potential extra damage if I spend an action to recast my Dragon's Breath and turn the damage into cold? So the heat and the cold.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Sure.
Sweet. Yeah.
What does your breath do?
He's gonna take a look at Nelloris, and then he's gonna his brain's gonna click with this awesome idea, and he's gonna take a nice confident look at his puppy, put his hand on the puppy. He's gonna release the concentration, recast Dragon's Breath, twin it, and that's the last of his sorcery points. And he's gonna do cold damage. Now that's not gonna allow him to do his bonus attack again, but it's cool, so I'll just allow the puppy to do it this time.
Fantastic.
So the puppy is going to. So you'll need to do a Dex save, DC 16.
Not gonna do it.
Okay, so that's. How do you want to do this in terms of extra damage?
How much damage does it do?
3d6.
Do an extra d6. We'll
Okay.
add 1 die on there for it.
$17 damage.
Hot diggity. You both, the puppy kind of, it was acid before, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you and the puppy kind of had these like dribbles of sort of green globules sort of from having spit this acid before. And as you sort of let that go, it dissipates into a smoke, and that smoke then turns into the mist of an exhale on a cold day. And the puppy does a little yip and opens its mouth and breathes this cold, sparkling, glittering cloud of cold air that hits the arms on its way into the center as these little frost modules glow up the side of it, and it reaches into the center where the big dent was from Kai's fist, and all of the copper that was red hot all of a sudden goes black with cold, and the whole thing seizes for a moment before the center shatters out of it and it crumples to the ground, motionless.
He'll look down as the puppy and he'll be like, "Ah, good job!" And he'll give him a little pat.
The puppy jumps up and licks your face and is briefly stuck as if it had like licked a pole and was like,
Oh god, he's like pulling the puppy away. His cheek is like being stretched out.
stretching out all funny. Yeah.
Nelloris is gonna keep holding it just on there for a little bit just because she's so mad.
The copper starts to melt into a puddle around the cold section, and the parts that are kind of touching the cold section kind of melt almost like lava as it starts to like harden
Nelloris,
as it goes.
You damaged the library.
Actually, we did a
Sorry.
surprisingly little amount of property damage this time. It was nice.
There are a number of books that, while not damaged, are like molded into the copper from where it was kind of lavaed.
Celdrynn's
They look like they're still intact.
Celdrynn's gonna move up to the shelf and start casting mending to try to get the shelf back into shape.
It'll be like one little section will rebuild itself, and then one little section will rebuild itself, and then one little section will rebuild itself. It's gonna take a little while.
Nell's gonna like run over to Shay and just be like, "Oh my god, Shay, you're so brave. I'm so sorry, but you know I would burn the world down for you, right?"
Arlynn's gonna turn to Uzak and be like, "You didn't do anything to help."
You look down, and he is out of your pocket, and he's been desperately trying to pull a book towards you to be able to throw it, but he can't. He just keeps trying to pull this book over to you.
Well, I guess you tried.
He looks he kind of turns into mostly a puddle.
Everyone okay?
Yeah, so while this is happening, Telbron is going to get a quill out of his pocket, take a card out with Nell's name on it, write a note that, "Can you please distract him so I can get out of here, please?" And that's the message you'll get in your head.
Okay. Nell is going to be like, "Okay," and then be like, "What would she do to distract?" I think she's just gonna be like, what would she do? What would she do?
Are you concerned you maybe lost the books you needed because all of the other books exploded.
Yes, suddenly Nell's gonna be like, guys, we need to make sure the book's okay. Otherwise, we're not gonna get the extra credit. Here, help me. Like, let's see if that book. I'm sorry, I lost control. They just hurt Shay. Quick.
What?
Just want to make sure the book's okay. The one that we're supposed to get for the professor.
Maybe a deception roll. I want a deception roll from
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I was gonna say, please feel free to make a deception roll. Every book
I'm
makes
rolling
rolls.
insight. I'm rolling insight. So which
12
books? What are we
insight.
looking for? What are we helping with? What?
Oh, I crit on insight check.
I'm spending
Okay.
inspiration for my student die. That still isn't going to do well because I rolled a 19 minus 1.
Okay.
Is 18.
Celdrynn, did you roll?
I rolled a 12. But do I have student die as well?
You do from Mina.
Let's do it. Ooh, 19.
Oh no. This guy sends something. Nell's being weird. Nell's being a little weird.
Yeah. Nell is being weird and like kind of looks over. It's not that you lied badly. You hid the fact that you heard Telbron's message because you instinctively heard Telbron's voice and turned to where you thought. So it was kind of like before you started your lie, they had already kind of caught on. So you look over to what would have been where Telbron was through, like, he's kind of hidden between the bookcases. So you turn to look and then kind of stop and then say this lie. So Arlynn and Celdrynn, you realize that maybe something came from Telbron. And then she's acting weird. Kai is down on hands and knees trying to find this book.
Okay, what are we looking for? Which book is it?
The book that we.
Yeah, I'm looking for the book. Where's the book? What the fuck?
Wheel
What the
of
fuck?
Woe.
I was just
Wheel
gonna walk
of Woe.
past Nelloris and try to like go to the other
You're-
side
you're
of,
like-
of the bookshelves.
Yep.
He's gonna peek in between them. I'm assuming he's like facing into the bookshelves, and he's gonna go to the other side and try to like take a peek.
Yeah,
And he's
I'm
gonna
going to
be
assume
like,
that Telbron is walking down between the bookshelves
Yeah.
trying to get away. Arlynn, were you going to do anything as well, just while Celdrynn starts to run over to where Telbron is?
I think Arlynn's just watching the scene.
Just taking it all in.
Yeah.
That curiosity gets her every time. Okay, so Telbron, you're beginning to walk out through the bookshelves. Celdrynn, please go ahead.
Celdrynn's gonna walk up to meet Telbron in the middle and put a hand over his shoulder and say, "Are you all right?"
The car did something weird. I just want to get to the nurse as fast as I can without too many questions.
The car did this. Insight.
Yeah. Go ahead, roll insight. Roll a deception.
Natural 19 for 23.
Okay.
Right, hold on. I have a student die for this one. Damn, I don't think that's enough. 21.
I think that's is that, what did you get? 23? 23, okay,
You
yes.
just beat me.
So, Celdrynn, this is partially, like, you can tell Telbron, part of him thinks he's telling the truth because he genuinely doesn't know what's going on, but whatever's happening was triggered by the card, but he thinks it's something else. And I think you were there when you saw this before, because he's trying to look down and look away, but he is ashen, and you can see the dark pools. Like, even if you can't see directly into his eyes because he's looking down, you can see the pooling darkness coming out of them. And you saw this before on the night that you fought the steam mephits in the pub.
Celdrynn will say, "Listen, it doesn't really matter. But if you're not ready to tell us, then," he's gonna kind of like squeeze his shoulder, and through it, he's gonna cast haste.
Okay.
Do what you need to do. I'll check up with you later.
He'll kind of put a hand on his shoulder. Thank you. And he's off. Stealthily as fast as possible.
Okay. Arlynn, you do catch a glimpse of Telbron running around the edge of the bookshelf because you're watching. Kai and Nelloris, in your deception, you are focusing on the ground, so you don't see him run off. But you just barely see this. Sorry, Celdrynn, you're coughing. Join the club. Celdrynn, you definitely see this. Arlynn, you kind of think you see this, but there's a lot of kind of smoke and stuff and steam in the room right now. But as you see Telbron run, he's moving a lot faster than you would think he was. Celdrynn knows why. But behind him, what almost looks... It's almost like smoke, barely visible, but it looks like wings as he darts towards the staircase and is gone. What's everybody else doing?
Nell's looking for the book, making sure the book's okay.
Okay.
Arlynn's
Arlynn?
gonna run over to Celdrynn and be like, what was that? What's going on over here with the stuff?
I think that thing did something to Telbron.
Like bad touch.
I don't know. He didn't tell me. Are you hoping it was a bad touch?
No, I'm not hoping.
Who's getting touched?
What?
I heard bad touch. I have a radar for this. What?
No, I hope you're okay, Telbron. She'll like yell up the stairs.
Telbron, you hear Arlynn shouting after you as you... A brief echo as you continue running.
And then you start getting texts.
Yeah,
Arlynn, have you been reading Nelloris' comics? The Secret Stash?
Have you been reading Nelloris' comics?
Well,
My lord.
I know she has a secret stash. She hasn't shown me, but I know she has one.
Is this the book?
Oh, yeah, that looks like it.
You sure? It doesn't look very useful to me. I expected it to be thicker.
I mean, I don't know what's in it. It's just stuff that help us for our final exam.
Oh. Okay, cool.
Looks pretty expensive, though.
I guess. Ooh, hey, vampires.
Smells it. Are you just looking for the treaties, the Wheel and Woe, or are you looking for the other books you found as well?
Nelloris looked for the other books that she found as well.
What else do we have here?
Yeah.
Ew.
Astral planar travel.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's only
Hitchhiker's
half
Guide to
written.
the Astral Plane.
But it's only like half filled in.
Yeah, it's the Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yeah.
It's constantly being updated.
Oh, I found the book we actually need. I found the book. I think I found the book we actually need.
Oh?
Yeah, is it this one?
I thought you had the... Yes, that's the one.
Now that's a book.
Whoa,
Yep.
the hefty one there.
Oh, he a chunky boy. All right.
Yes, that one's the brief history of.
Oh wait, this is the advanced class.
Yes, exactly.
This is AP adventuring.
Yes. Wonderful. So you do find the books.
Unsubscribe.
Yeah. It's still pretty early in the afternoon. The professor is probably still in his office if you wanted to go drop the book off. But the other books are, you can check them out. It's just like if you've been given an option to come down here, you can check them out. It's just the special collections have a shorter loan time.
Yeah.
So instead of having them for like 2 weeks, you only have them for a couple of days. So if you're going to look into them, I would recommend doing it quickly.
Yep.
But yeah, the one you should probably take. You can take a look. You can go sit in the pub and read it over if you want to get some tips on your next exam.
Oh yeah, no, Nelloris is gonna actually try and get some tips on the next exam before she returns it. So she will, I guess, just like be like, I'm gonna go look at this book for like an hour before I give it back to the professor. If anyone wants to come join me, if not, yeah.
Well, we still get the credit, right?
Yeah, we just have to go into the professor. He said, like, feel free to take a look at it.
Are those cards still here?
I don't know.
You see them like everywhere.
52 pick up.
Celdrynn will start picking them up with you.
Dude, these were fun.
You never got to draw one here.
Me?
We'll offer the cards to you.
Dude, I drew a bunch.
For me.
That's fair. I'll take number 4.
All right.
Oh no.
Death.
What are you when you pull it up? What does that say? The fate.
Oh, the fates.
What is Kai thinking when he pulls this card? What's he thinking about?
This is gonna be cool.
This is gonna be cool. Fantastic. I've got too many screens open.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat. Thank you.
Oh shit.
Sorry. What were you? Sorry. What did you say you were thinking about?
This is gonna be cool.
This is gonna be cool. All of a sudden, you draw this card, and you think this is gonna be cool, and the room swirls and picks up. And the books swirl around all of you. You're kind of ducking to avoid them. The pieces of the astrolabe that you've just defeated start sort of ripping apart and pulling apart and remolding themselves. And they all swing and gather. And when the winds stop, everything is back as it were.
Oh
the
my
only
God.
difference is you hear a small tink, and below, underneath the astrolabe that you have just fought, a small piece of black chitin falls to the ground.
That chitin looks like chitin.
It sure does.
No, I think that's the different variety though. That's
fair.
the chin variety.
The CH is soft. It's a sh sound.
So it's not like, it's not a chitlin, is what you're saying. It's not a.
It's a shit.
No,
Oh,
that's a
piece of
kid with
shit
diarrhea. Good night, everyone.
Just call
Dude,
it
it's
right
more of
there.
that bug shit. Do one of those cards tell us, like, let us answer questions? I want to know who's doing this bug shit. This is stupid. I'm tired of this bug shit. Like, seriously. All right, Black
Are you
Beetle.
gonna pull a card and asking what is this bug shit?
Gonna grab card number 2. What is this bug shit?
What's card number 2? What?
The key.
Can you tell
The
me
key.
what that is? It's the key to it all.
Oh, that's the neat one.
The meat one? Oh, the neat one.
Neat
A
one.
rare or magic
Rare
weapon?
magic. Hang on.
All right, bye.
1 second. I gotta flip to the end of the module. Where are you, Mr. Man? No, those are the those are the professors. I don't want that. Or a pest mascot, for that matter.
Wow, a magic item. What is it? Oh, look, it's that book again. What's going on here?
Yeah, exactly.
It definitely does at least.
Running Pathfinder yet?
No, we have not started running Pathfinder yet.
Oh wait, no, it's on the last page. It's not in the monster section.
If you'd like to sign up to do it as a Patreon goal once a month.
I really want to.
If you sign up at the site, if we do it at 175 patrons, it's going to be a couple months. So
Maybe after this one ends.
yeah, that's about the right timing.
It doesn't actually. Hang on. It's this thing.
I get the Snicker snack from Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
There you go.
I'll take it. It's only a +3 greatsword.
What are you? What is the sorcerer proficient in? Weapons.
As a Superion favored soul, I'm proficient in a decent amount, I think.
I don't think favorite soul gets anything extra.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
I'm proficient in me.
While the room has sort of reset itself, you were very, very briefly harmed. You took 1 point of fire damage to your knuckles. You feel a drip down your fingers, and you look at the back of your hands, and the blisters that had formed on your knuckles crack and begin to bleed. And instead of just dripping, I'm going to give everybody a quick content warning for blood here. The blood is, instead of just dripping downwards, it begins to coat around your hands almost like a glove. And sits there for a moment and pulls your hands into fists before releasing. The blood splashes to the floor. And who's holding the book? Are you holding all the books?
Sure. If Kai would have given some of the ones he found on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
The blood. Yeah. So the blood hits the ground and splashes up, landing somehow only on the book that is the sort of bestiary, and lands just along the paper edges and kind of soaks its way into the book. And then your hands go back to just the small blisters on your fists.
Ow.
Did we all just get weird visions for the future from that deck?
I'm good with the deck.
Oh.
I've played with the deck enough today.
Alright, I'm gonna go take notes of this other book. And
Anybody
then
else want to whip this deck out, or should we get out of here?
No, I think we should probably get out of here.
Okay, hands off the deck.
Celdrynn's gonna put the deck where it belongs. But before he leaves, he's gonna flip under it to the Vizrin. And he's gonna just like bring it to his lips, and he'll be like, "Tell me Kai's secrets," and then put it back.
The Vizier? You've
Yeah.
went and found him?
He doesn't expect an answer. He's just,
Okay.
yeah.
You flip through the deck to find it. Because it was like kind of 52 card pickup, right? Did you hold the card? Did you hold it sort of like before you put it back in the deck?
No, I think he would have put it in the deck, and then like as he leaves, he like just like looks through it and then does that.
You flip through it, and you almost feel like a multiversal, like being pulled apart almost. as you've like kind of flipped through it, and it stops on the one you were looking for, the vizier, and you ask it a question, and you just hear in your head, "Another day." And then it kind of almost pales a little bit. Yeah, are you guys all heading out?
I think we're gonna head out.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Telbron, are you actually going to the nurse's office?
Nope. Not even going back to the dorm. He's gonna go hide someplace away from everyone else till he can calm the hell down.
Okay, where are you going? Where do you think?
There's a glade in here, right? That was like near the biblioplex.
Probably.
Probably there. Probably
Okay.
someplace Telbron and Nell used to hang out, and that's just a place of comfort for him.
Okay. Yeah, you see there's like a couple of students kind of walking through there, like a couple that are sitting there and reading, sort of along the edges where like the nicer areas are with like benches and stuff, and then there's a little bit of like a deeper yeah, so you'll kind of hide away in there for a little while, and you're just gonna sort of sit there pondering for a little while. Who is going to go check out the books? If anybody. No. Awesome. Wonderful. So you will read through the book on Wheel and Woe, take some notes on it. You figure your next one is going to be on augury, on divining and things like that. So you take lots of notes from this book. It's a quite short book compared to his other ones. And then if you look through the other books, you will find a couple of things that are very interesting. The main one being the bestiary that Kai's blood had gone into. As you're flipping through the pages, you find a page that the blood has soaked onto. Like, you kind of expected to see it like kind of seeped into the pages along all of them, but it has literally made like a blotch on the book.
Mm-hmm.
And you will find it on a page that describes some creatures that Director Quenthorne had discovered lurking around the edges of campus. And these creatures are called mage hunters. The tome describes these mage hunters as working in pairs. They will break away as pairs from the larger group of them to hunt specific individuals who catch their attention. And you notice there is a small sketch that shows the chitinous plates that match the pieces that you have been finding.
You mean chitinous?
I do mean shittiness, actually.
That was me yesterday.
How about kittiness? My headphones are going to die in a second. I apologize. In the other book, you read through it as a brief history. And there is something that kind of catches your eye. There is a very small dot of blood on the single page that you find in the other book that you didn't notice originally, because Christa forgot to mention it. You notice that it lands on a page where Director Quenthorne is discussing a student who had practiced some bizarre magic about 200 years ago when he was the administrator. You know, Witherbloom is known for life and death. You know that better than anybody. But there is a level. Like, one of the directors or one of the deans of Witherbloom is a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
The idea of life and death is not as taboo in Witherbloom. But this was strange. This student used magic to siphon energy and life from creatures in a way that was so much darker than vampirism, simple vampirism. The tome describes the strange magic's lingering aura, which is very similar to kind of the description of like the black ooze that you guys were finding last year. It left these kind of puddles. And he was censured regularly for breaking the university's bylaws and was eventually expelled. The tomb states that the student left and never returned to campus. However, the name of this student seems to be like redacted in a way where it almost looks like the words have been removed from this book. Like they're not blacked out, they're not anything, they're just not there anytime. There's just a space anytime that you see this. If you try, like if you get Celdrynn to try mending, I don't know if you have mending, but that doesn't really seem to bring it back. There are just these blank spots discussing this student.
So we have a student 200 years old that was expelled from the school for doing weird magic that left very similar black oozes to the stuff we found last year. And now there are these things that are called mage hunters. I wonder if they're trying to find the student.
Why? Like, he's obviously dead, right? Like, well, I mean, I guess he could be an
What if
elf.
he's an elf?
No, he's
I just said, what if he's an elf?
So we have a runaway, a hideaway student.
Like, so he was expelled. Why is he still here?
How many elves or half
he's
elves do
hunting.
we know? Like other students.
It's Arlynn.
I'm an elf.
This is
Hello.
you. You did this, didn't you?
Did I?
Arlynn, do you remember creating any of these mage hunters?
No, but I am forgetful sometimes.
Yep, it's been Arlynn the whole time.
I think the mage hunters are maybe sent to find him.
Honestly, that's kind of
Maybe.
hot.
What?
What?
Arlynn being evil.
Evil Arlynn is kind of a hot idea, to be honest. Like, that's like the librarian thing.
Christa, question in chat.
Librarians are the, like,
Ooh.
sexiest Aryans.
Which
followed by
yes.
Barbarians.
So yes, you guys are going to sit and think about this. We will pan out on you guys debating what is happening here with this new information. Telbron will hang out in the woods for a while until he regains his composure, and we will see that as we zoom out and end this episode for tonight.
Dun dun dun.
Thank you all. Dun dun dun. Thank you all so very much for participating tonight, and thank you chat for being here. Wonderful. I look forward to seeing you all again in 2 weeks for what might actually, considering how much we got through today, might be the ultimate. If not the ultimate, it will be the penultimate episode of year 2. So enjoy, guys.
Nice.
Get ready for it. We'll
Dun, dun, dun,
hopefully have some
dun,
big stuff
dun,
happening.
Dun, dun,
You-
dun, 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 dun.
That'll be you'll be streaming from my new place.
Yay! Exciting!
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Everything goes
All
smoothly.
right.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Quick thank you to our world building patron Soul Omen. Thank you so much to our divine producers, my mom and my stepdad, Jan and Bob, to Precarious, the precarious demonic patron, and to our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, and who's that other amazing person? It's
New wizard.
the new wizard, Ink Goblin. Thank you so much. And of course,
Goblin.
Ink Goblin. And to the High Council of the
That's such a
Patreon.
wizard.
That's Taryn, the Traveler, Buddy Trazelta. Hey, Trazelta. Amberthist,
Hi.
Cubby Gummy, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Drew Thompson, Sergio, Chef Eladeth, Larouk, Sorcerer Sanguine, and Mike Baxter. Baxter. To join them, you already are. So here you go. I got nothing else to say to you. But if you're not on the Patreon when this goes broadcasting live, please get on the Patreon because it's $5, guys. Like, you can do it. You can. I don't have $5. You probably have $5.
And go check out all of our awesome merch. We have Strixhaven merch. We have all sorts of amazing Panic at the Citadel merch. We have some incredible rated R for Arlynn merch now. What is happening?
I have a zipper that goes all the way down to here, and it's just
all the
Apparently,
way down.
A nursing shirt?
way down. I don't know. I hope not.
Most low-cut shit shows off the pet, but this one shows off the armpit.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. It's sexy.
It is the
armpit.
nursing shirt. You're right.
It's not. It's definitely not.
It's definitely not.
it's
but-
far too high. But
It is, but it isn't.
Mhm.
no, it's definitely. I've seen many, but it's not that. But it was only because of the way he was pulling it down.
I don't think it goes down beneath the nipple.
I don't
no,
think
it
it does.
doesn't.
Exactly, that's what I
Nipples
was
here.
Like
saying.
you couldn't expose
You'd
your
have to pull it out,
You'd have
and then
to
this
really
would
pull it.
this would chew off your tit. Like you wouldn't want that.
And the baby.
Don't chew off
Yes,
tits.
correct.
And the
Don't chew off
baby.
tits, guys.
Don't
Nope.
chew off tits or your baby.
Everybody, wish Robin great luck in moving.
Good luck.
Twinkle.
Much fun. Fantastic. Thank you all so much for being here. We will see you in 2 weeks.
See you then.
Love you all.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.